Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah, and I am here to share my story with you guys about my husband joining the Navy at 30. Um, I know it might seem like he's a little old to go in, and I think that that's how most people feel. And so we wanted to share our story so that, if other men and women want to join, but they feel like they're too old, it's never too late. You can always join. You just got to make sure that you're in shape and you kind of know what to expect. So I wanted to give you a little bit of advice, share our story, and how we move through this process so that you guys kind of have something to go off of. So, my husband's name is Chris. He just left for basic training in Great Lakes on Thursday. So it's been 3 days now. It's Sunday night. Um, and I'm sad. I miss him. I think for me, it's more about the fact that this is all really starting, and this is going to be our life. He signed up for 5 years. So this is going to be our life for the next 5 years. He's going to be gone for months at a time, 6 months to a year. So 2 months really is nothing. So when people say, oh, you're just sad about him leaving for 2 months, it's really not about that. It's about this life is really starting. I'm actually a Navy wife now, and I'm going to have to deal with this all the time. And we don't know where we're going to be stationed. That's always a big, scary thing. You don't know if you're going to be overseas. You don't know if you're going to be in the States. So that is a little bit nerve wracking. So I wanted to share our story as we move forward so you guys have something to watch and make you feel maybe a little bit comfortable. Seeing other people's stories always makes me feel more comfortable, so I wanted to share ours. A little bit of background information. We have been together for about 8 years, and we got married 3 years ago in Tampa, Florida. And he is my honey. I miss him a lot. But I am very happy. His brother actually got to go in the same basic training camp as him. So they're both there together, which is great. My husband never, really felt like he didn't really know what his purpose was in life. And, we all have jobs that we do. He was a truck driver, and, everybody does their thing as civilians. But he just really felt like something was missing. He wanted to do more in life than just, do the normal daily jobs. And his brother had, been wanting to join the Navy. We both have military backgrounds. And it just kind of ended up working out this way. He felt like there was more to life than this. He's really into politics, and he just said, I need to do something more. I'm ready for something new in my life. I'm getting older. If I'm going to do it, I need to do it now. So he took the ASVAB. He didn't pass it the first time, but he did the second time. And he had all these jobs available to him that he was eligible for. So we were really excited. Most of them were in the Navy, which is great because that's what he wanted anyway. And then he went to the first MEPS, where you have to stay and do the physicals. And then the next day they tell you like what jobs you're eligible for. And when he did the vision test, we found out that he's colorblind. So unfortunately that limited the number of jobs and, the positions that he could do. So one of the ones that was available at that time was for a CS, which is culinary specialist. So he decided that that would be great for him. And I liked it because it's safer than a lot of the jobs you can do on a ship. And I liked it because now he can cook for me. So that's awesome. So like I said, they left Thursday. I'm really close with his family, so we're all sad and calling each other every 5 seconds and researching and joining all these Facebook pages, and we miss him, but it'll be okay. They'll graduate and we'll get to see them in their handsome uniforms, and it'll be awesome. But I'm very proud of him that he wanted to do something, even though the odds are stacked against him. He's 30 years old. Not a lot of people think about going in the military at that age, but he knew what he wanted to do. He made it happen, and he's there. Thankfully, he's in pretty good shape for a 30-year-old, so I don't have any worries about him physically. Just the fact that he's going to be sad. It was really hard to get the last phone call. You get a phone call when they get there that they're safe, and hey, I gotta go. I only have 30 seconds. So you could just hear the nervousness in his voice, and just like, oh God, this is really happening. And I felt the same way. It was like 11:30 at night. And you could hear the buses, and you could hear like all the people screaming and all the other people calling home. And so that was really emotional for me, and I think for him too. But haven't heard from him yet. They do say on the phone call, I'll call you in approximately 3 weeks. I don't know what that's about, but he will be gone for all the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. So I'm hoping he gets a phone call on one of those holidays, maybe all of them. Probably not, though. We can't expect anything, but it's a possibility. So we will see. I will keep you updated on that. Hopefully I will get the box next week with his clothes and stuff in there. So that'll be awesome. I probably won't wash them and I'll just sleep with them like he's here. And we won't start getting each other's letters for about 3 weeks. There's this new Sandbox app that you can like email letters and people type them up and send them to him. They get them there to them in I think 2 days rather than like a week or two. So it's a faster process. But there has been some talk about it not being safe, like that's not actual clearance with it. I'm not really sure, but his mom and I have asked that question on the family Facebook page, and some people say they've never had issues with it. Some people say they're too scared to do it. So I'm still not certain what I'm going to do, but I think I'm going to do it. I don't think that it's a major clearance thing. They're just in basic training. I'm not going to mention any of his like personal information or anything, so hopefully it'll be all right. But we will see. I may not do it. I haven't decided yet. Also, another thing I wanted to share is that he was super sweet, and my birthday was a couple months ago. We knew he was going in, so he made me this jar of little notes, little haikus that I can read every day. So he made one for me for an entire year. So I have 365 little notes in here that I can read every single day. So every morning I get up and I read one, and then I put it in my note box that I have next to my bed. So I feel like he's like talking to me for the day, even though we can't communicate right now. So this is a really good idea. I love it. And I hope that we keep doing this when he's deployed and stuff. I feel like it's a really good idea, and it makes me feel closer to him. So this is cool, and you guys should do it. For the men and women out there, this would be a great gift for your significant other. This is all he got me for my birthday. So I love it though. But anyway, I just wanted to share my story, and I know he's going to want to upload videos when he gets back to share his story about what boot camp and everything was like, you know, from a 30-year-old's perspective. I know that for the physical part of it, I think that they have like more time to complete things because of their age, so that was kind of cool. So it's not like as difficult. Some advice on all of this. Make sure that you know to take everything the recruiter says with a grain of salt. If you don't know somebody in the military to kind of get more personal advice, I'd say try to find somebody, because these recruiters have numbers they have to meet, and they will kind of tell you anything that you want to hear so that you'll join. So just be careful. Don't believe everything that they say. Not that they ever lie. They just don't, I feel like they don't disclose everything that you really want to know. So be careful with that. They are there to get you to join. So you do have some wiggle space if you need something specific. Like in our case, you know, the boys, my husband and his brother were not supposed to go. They were supposed to go separately. And then, you know, we went in there, his mother talked to them and said, look, you know, we have the whole family, both of our boys are going in, so we need you to somehow get it to where they go on the same date. So there's a little bit of wiggle room there, and you do have some pull. So don't think that you just have to do exactly, you haven't signed up yet. You're not getting paid to be in the military yet. So make sure that, you know, you are getting what you want as well. What was the other advice that I had? Oh, with the Facebook pages and different things that you join once your significant other is gone, just be careful about the questions you ask, because some people will be rude and it will hurt your feelings, especially when you're so emotional, when your you know, husband or wife or somebody in your family has just left. You're emotional, and you ask questions. It's new to you. You don't know everything yet, and so you may have some questions that people think are stupid, but you just don't know. And for example, I asked a question the other day about, you know, how is it with co-eds? Like, are females in the basic training and the A school and the deployments, like how does that work? And I was just asking. I have no idea. I just kind of want to know what's going on and, you know, what the how it is for my husband. And I think that those are normal questions. That wasn't my only question on the site, but it was one of them. And I got a lot of backlash, people saying, oh, you have marital problems and this and that, and it hurt my feelings. And I think I'm just overly emotional. Normally I would just let that roll off my back, because it doesn't matter what people think or say. But just beware, you are emotional right now, especially when they first leave. So either don't ask questions like that, or just be prepared to have people kind of attack you and just let it roll off your back, because that's what I'm learning. You're just going to have to let it go. People are going to be rude to you and mean to you, no matter, you know, if you think they should be supportive or not, even in these Navy support things and any military support forums. So just be careful with that. And I want to keep doing these videos. I wanted to do maybe one next week when I get the box, and go from there. Share with you maybe some of the things he writes in our letters and stuff like that. If you have any questions, comment below and subscribe, and I will keep making videos. If you guys want me to, let me know if it was helpful. If you have anything to say, I am here to listen, and I will answer as best as I can. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye.